You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Space Brothers. Hi Rurounies, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here, and we get to cover an anime series from 2012 for today's anime review is Space Brothers. Yep. Space Brothers is a Japanese manga series written by Chuya Koyama, which has been serialized in Kodansha's Weekly Morning since December 2007. It has been nominated twice for the Manga Taisha in 2009 and 2010, and an anime adaptation by A1 Pictures aired in Japan from April 1st, 2012 until March 22nd, 2014 as well. So we're going to be discussing about the anime series as well. Yep. So that's for the thing about this particular anime series, like Space Brothers. Yep. So without any further ado, let's review this anime series on this particular series that I know, which is Space Brothers. Let's begin here. So for the stories on Space Brothers, however, it cleverly depicts the pursuits of Muta and Hibito, converging their storylines at sometimes following them separately at orders. The structure is beneficial and to the flow and progression. Yep. And earns top marks for me, what you expected. Yeah. It also uses an intriguing method of linking the past to the present. Yep. So, showing the audience how the brothers' upbringing helps them with the challenges on the path towards their fulfilling their dreams. Yeah. This leads to the most notable aspect of Space Brothers, however. It is insanely realistic plot. The amount of research that the author, Koyama Chuya, have done is mind-boggling. In fact, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency actually helped out on it, which is noticeably throughout plainly stated you can't just make some of this stuff up. Which brings me to an important question potential viewers always ask. Why is it so long? It takes a lot of time and effort to become an astronaut, and is quite clearly portrayed in this particular anime series. To condense any of what is shown would be an insult to real astronauts as a rare long seinen, which you'd expect in this particular anime series, like Space Brothers as well. Yep. Additionally, it is difficult not to be impressed with the immense detail that the mangaka put into the setting. For instance, whenever the main characters travel to the United States, American fans are simply blown away by the occurrence of the places illustrated, such as John F. Kennedy Space Center in Florida and the Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center in Texas. Though I've never been to those locations as you expect in this particular of how you expect what it is as well, like what is something going on. Almost had it coming as well. Yep. It almost feels like I've been on virtual tour just by watching an anime. This leaves me with the literally brilliance of its themes. As evident from the title, family plays an important role, and not just by the Naba family, though it is crucial to note that the family is not limited by blood. Although this is a comedy and it can be pretty funny at times, it is well balanced by serious moments. You expect what you find in this particular anime series, like Space Brothers as well. This is an anime about going to space, which is almost a very scary place where the consequences of failure are colossal. The anxiety gave the experience even a keener flavor. Of course, it deals with moral issues and other difficulties in life as well. If things could have go out, would expect seeing in Space Brothers. Sacrifice and the test of a friendship is a prevalent theme, as the journey top requires leaving many behind. Not everyone can be a winner. Well, some of them can be winner, because there are no winners, no losers, is what you expect. So the anime also tackles psychological and neurological hardships in addition to exposing the stress put out on the families of the astronauts. However, the theme that Space Brothers always comes back is to that hard work and guts and a lot of luck. What you expect always pay will always pay off, even if the immediate results appear unfavorable. Yep. So to having the thing about this particular anime series like Space Brothers about what it is for this particular anime series, like there is something going on, especially when it comes to astronauts, particularly in this anime series like Space Brothers as well. Yep. The art, however, though there isn't very much action in this anime, A1 Pictures does a great job in the animation department because they have worked hard on how they made the animation in this particular anime series like Space Brothers as well. Movements are fluid and expressions are believable to say the least. In the terms of art style, Space Brothers uses an interesting blend of interesting anime-ness along with the natural proportions and appearances of, well, real life we expect seeing. If you're trying to analyze particularly in this anime series like Space Brothers. Something that caught my eye was the attention to heredity. Characters of the same family tended to look alike each other or their parents, which is an uncommon trait in an anime. How do you expect seeing uncommon traits, particularly in this particular anime series? It's a nice addition to the realism and seinen provides. Hair is also quite interesting. Each character's hairstyle color stays within the bounds of reality while they're still remaining unique from the other shows. Bonus points to Sarika's hair for somehow making you expect seeing it every time she's on screen in this particular anime series like Space Brothers. Yeah, the sound, however, I mean, it is almost as good, just so less in comparison to its strengths. The music is used to enforce and empower and the display the emotions and that are particularly one by one and in illict that the intended feels from the viewer. But the anime reuses the same songs over and over again at this point for this how they keep using the same songs in this particular anime series like Space Brothers as well. This particular thing is that I actually made it a game to see how many episodes it could go without playing the same Feel This Now song. I guess if you were ever used to get used to it after a while, but it's worth mentioning the last third beyond of the anime gets better with the diversity in its music. I mean, the openings and ending theme songs for the anime series Space Brothers are pretty good, though, of how you expect seeing it in this particular anime as well. Yep. And yeah, because the story is particularly plain and simple, huh? I mean, it's about Nanba Muta as the older brother who had promised it with his younger brother Nanba Hibito to become an astronaut together. But then the life changes them. Now, Nanba Hibito is on training from becoming an astronaut, and as for the older brother, he's just being fired from his company. Which, even though he wasn't doing a very good job at his company at this point, as if he would have never got fired, as if he would have either quit the company, working for the company, or he could have retired from the company as this point in the anime series Space Brothers as well. And until then, Muta, as the older brother, have a motto that the older brother must take a step ahead against his younger brother. Luckily, there was an addition for becoming an astronaut, and so Muta must, without hesitate, again signed for the audition, which is plain and simple. Particularly, it's kind of remembering about Bakuman, and so what makes this so special? First of all, is the story itself, as kind of like how Bakuman does in a further way. The story was father kind of slow paced, and we're not just going to see the Nanba Muta struggle for being an astronaut, but we're going to see is the flashback about him and her younger brother as particularly. I mean, seeing all those flashbacks can be very part of its moments and all. You can't help shed to your tears of how you expect in this anime. Like, what is going on? Well, it's not all about a melancholic situation. Uchu Kodai, which is the Japanese translated name for the anime series Space Brothers, however, has great jokes too. Usually, when Nanba Muta mumbling or speak with himself, he always comments on how he feels or what he sees. It is just so natural you can't help to laugh at what he does. And not just that, the detail of the way that tells us about the space NASA and other outer things, as particular what is going on in this anime series Space Brothers as well. Yeah, when I was watching the anime, I couldn't help myself to realize how the facts some of this particular anime series. I mean, did you know that the moon's sand was so sharp as the shard of glass? And not just that, there were details about space and NASA's really increasing about our knowledge about it. Like something, what is going on in this particular anime series as well. Yeah. So for the thing about Space Brothers anime series, however, I mean, there are just some moments in this particular anime series, like something is what is going on. For the characters, however, I mean, the character makes it appeal a lot as well as the characters in Space Brother. Though I'm not exaggerating, because in this anime series, there is not no bad guys, because there was no villain in this particular anime series at this point, unlike any other animes that has villains in general. But this anime series, Space Brothers, does not have any villains, which is some weird reason to really do something bad. They're just people like us who do something for some reason. Behind every act they made, they have a reason to explain this, which is so questionable. I think that's the good point, since as far as I have seen, rarely any anime made this thing so naturally. They're just doing it what they would expect. I mean, so for overall, Space Brothers is particularly the anime series adaptation was adapted by A1 Pictures, which is aired in Japan from in the beginning of April 1st, 2012, and it was simulcasted by Crunchyroll. The series is licensed by Sentai Filmworks in North America. The 31st episode, which aired on November 4th, 2012, features the first piece of voice acting to be recorded in space, performed by an astronaut, Akihiko Hoshide, aboard the International Space Station, as well. The special episode were screened on the planetariums during the summer 2012 and was released on DVD with the 20th manga volume on February 22nd, 2013. I mean, there's only 4 opening theme songs, or 8 opening theme songs, as well as 8 ending theme songs, particular in general of how you expect seeing in this particular anime series, like particularly Space Brothers. And there is also an anime movie called Space Brothers Number Zero. An anime prequel film, Space Brothers Zero, was released in Japanese theaters on August 9th, 2014, which is probably after the series was over. Manga creator Chuya Koyama wrote the script for the movie. That's particularly how you expect seeing manga writers making their own movies when they wrote the script. That seems kind of interesting. And for overall, it was nominated twice for the Manga Taisho in 2009 and 2010. In 2011, it won at the Best Award for the Best General in Manga at the 46 Shogo Akukan Manga Awards, as well as at the Kodansha Manga Awards. And in 2014, it was also won the Reader Prize at the 18th Tezuka Osamu Cultural Prize as well. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Space Brothers for today's anime review. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts of this. When I first watched this series, I loved it, because this anime series has capsulated over 99 episodes, which is a lot, very fun, and it's particularly your typical science fiction type anime series, but it's basically 2 brothers who are astronauts, even with a dog, which is a pug in the series. Subscribe for content. My anime planet link in the description below. You can share this video on our Twitter, Facebook. We have Twitter, Facebook account, and all social media. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking on the like button in this video. Feel free to leave in the comments in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RoniK95. Feel free to join the channel, hit the notifications bell, and keep it otaku for this anime review. If you haven't seen this anime, check it out. And I got another one coming up. Stay tuned for my next anime review. I got a wrestling anime for tomorrow's anime review on Tiger Mask W. Stay tuned for my next anime review on Tiger Mask W, because you won't want to miss another anime review.